Still Poddable, still Poddable. The Boston Celtics still Poddable, still Poddable.
Oh yeah.
Still Poddable, still Poddable. The Boston Celtics still Poddable, still Poddable.
Banner 18.
J. King and Packard in the B-Roll.
Still Poddable, still Poddable.
The Jay-Z White in the catalog.
Still Poddable, still Poddable.
The kids are legends to go.
Still Poddable, still Poddable, still Poddable. The Boston Celtics still Poddable, still Poddable.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Still Poddable, the best Celtics podcast covering the 2024 NBA champion Boston Celtics. I am Sam Jam Packard, joined by Jay King, who's off in a tropical location on an island right now. This is the free version of Still Poddable. We are here for you on Patreon every day of the week. Go to patreon.com/stillpoddable if you want awesome Celtics coverage every single day, Monday through Friday. This is the free version. That means we are on the CLNS YouTube page. That means this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks and Game Time. Use promo code CLNS if you want to save money on those two products. And if you enjoy the show, please, again, patreon.com/stillpoddable. Today, we are doing a summertime mailbag, but Jay, you are coming to us from Chilmark, Massachusetts, wonderful town. And it just reminded me of a story, a basketball-related story. So I grew up, my uncle used to have a house there.
Related story with Chilmark, huh?
Yeah. So my uncle used to have a house there, and we would go like in June before he started renting it out. We go 1 week of June every year. And one time my brother went and we brought our friend Will. Shout out to Wilbus the Fairy Ham again. And we were playing. His name is Wilbus the Dairy Fairy Ham again. Not officially, but that's what we called him. Actually, we called him Ham because we were in Menemsha and we were crabbing and he fell into the water and then we threw ham on his back and then we started calling him Ham ever after that. What?
Why'd you just have ham? The ham was the bait for the crabs?
Yeah, because normally we used to have bait. We got it from Larson's Fish Market in Menemsha, but they didn't have it, so we had to go to the Sitco, and we just got Lunchables, so we used ham from the Lunchables, and then it fell off the hook, and then Will went in, and then we threw ham on his back. Good times. But that's not even the story I was trying to tell. We were playing basketball at the Chilmark, whatever, like high school or wherever, like school is there. There's basketball court, and my brother had like just realized that he could dunk. But he just kept on trying it
for being able to do
it. Was but I'm not going to recognize that because you'll hear the story. But he was just trying like a bunch, and he was like basically trying the entire time we were there, all the entire time we were in Martha's Vineyard. And then one time he finally got it, and both Will and I saw him dunk. But till this day, neither Will and I will admit that we saw him dunk, and we will completely deny that my brother ever dunked that basketball, and it happened there in Chilmark, Massachusetts. So there you go. He never dunked.
Why would you terrorize your brother like that? That seems like something you guys should be proud of. Also, didn't he must have dunked other times. It wasn't just like he dunked once in Chilmark and then never dunked again. So it was acknowledged later on that he dunked.
Nope, he never dunked ever. I think he only dunked once in Chilmark and never dunked again.
How tall was the hoop?
10. You can go to it now. 10-foot hoop.
The one by the general store?
Yeah.
I played there, won some one-on-one there last year. One of my college teammates has a place here, and so I come to visit him, and we usually play. Although I didn't bring a basketball this time. Messed up. Yeah.
You should go to the galley right now and get some soft serve if you really know what's up.
Oh, the galley?
The galley's what's up. The galley's what's good. This is good regional Martha's Vineyard analysis to start out the podcast.
Nothing like it.
Today we are doing a mailbag. We asked the fine folks of Patreon to hit us with some mailbag questions, and so we'll answer them. We'll talk about whatever they asked us to talk about. We had a decent number of questions, but we got they're from 5 different Patreons, and so patrons, but we'll crank through them all. I'm just going to go in the order that I see them. This runs from Joey C. Why does Kata shoot so many threes in warmups if he isn't going to shoot them in a game, even summer league games?
Got to work on expanding your game. Feel like adding a 3-pointer to your game and doing so at an NBA level is something that you don't just add overnight. It's something that takes time to work on, time to like just develop, and eventually then you start to gain the confidence to do it. Like Aaron Baines did not just become a 3-point shooter in the playoffs when Joel Embiid was guarding him in the middle of the paint and daring him to shoot. Aaron Baines worked on that day after day until it worked out that he was open in the playoffs, and then he was confident enough to make it. So just a tool to add to your game, I guess.
Didn't you tell me a week ago that Luke Cornett should never attempt another 3 in his career?
I'm not sure if I said it exactly like that. I'm not also not advocating for Nemi to just start launching threes at will with no conscience. That said, if you're in the NBA in the year 2024 and you're not working on developing an outside shot, you're probably doing it wrong.
All right, this one's also from Joey C. What's your favorite playoff series of the Tatum-Brown era?
Ooh. That's a good question. Favorite playoff series? Oh, you know what was a great one was the time they beat Miami in the conference finals to go to the finals. That was an incredible series with an almost collapse as Jimmy Butler almost hit a 3 to go ahead in the final seconds. And it got the Celtics to the finals, and it led, all those guys to just be so happy because they finally broke through one of their barriers, which was getting out of the Eastern Conference. So I would say that, and those were not pretty games. They were just disgusting games a lot of the time, with the Heat just totally disrupting everything the Celtics wanted to do. But there were so many tough guys in that series. It was just like every single person on that court, like you had to be an absolute grown man to be out there. And so those series were a lot of fun.
And it was back and forth. It felt like, but it felt like the Celtics won games 1, 3, 5, and 7, and it was just like constantly back and forth. The other one I thought of is against Milwaukee, just taking down Giannis, who's like indestructible. Tatum has the 46-point game in Game 6, the Grant Williams game in Game 7. The other one popped into my brain was the confetti series against the Sixers, just because that was like a lot of fun and you didn't really expect that. And the one I also think of is the finals win over the Mavericks, because they won the finals, and that was pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, the other one I would add is I would say the one, even though they lost it, the one against LeBron in 2018, when you didn't know what to expect from the Celtics, you didn't know what to expect from Terry Rozier, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and those guys just played above their heads or above what everyone expected from them, and gave LeBron fits in the conference finals. I think that series was really not just like a super competitive series, but also a sign of things to come and a sign of all the success that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown would eventually have together.
This question, before we go to that, what's the worst series? Was it the Kyrie against the Bucks?
Definitely.
Or yeah, that was
no. That was bad. I would say the Nets series when Jalen was hurt, and
at least you got a Tatum 50 burger in that.
Yeah, but it was like Romeo Langford was playing. I think he started some games. Jabari Parker was playing significant minutes. They were just totally outmatched. They got absolutely cooked. And that Nets team, before they got hurt, like that team was going to win a championship. That team was the best team in the league. That team was basically unstoppable offensively. And they
would have won the championship if Kevin Durant has like a half an inch back. I feel like they would have beat the Suns in the finals that year.
Kevin Durant, I believe, disagreed. He
Well,
said he
what
was
does he
too
know?
fast. He played too many minutes.
I think he would have rose to the occasion. Hey, do you know what's fun summertime activity? Going down to Fenway and watching the Red Sox play baseball. I did it a couple days ago, and it was a lot of fun, and I got there using Game Time. Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the first pitch, and with last-minute deals, all-in prices, and views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets. If you went on Game Time, you could have seen the Boston Celtics celebrate the World Championship with the trophy. Joe Mazzulla looking like a second baseman there. Game Time is the absolute best place to get last-minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals. It's easy to find and buy MLB tickets for any other kind of event in your area. You get to view seats from the venue, and again, that has that lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. It's got everything you want, including zone deals, all-in pricing, and ticket coverage. So take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Is there any chance Drew Peterson plays with the Celtics this year on a two-way? I love a Drew Peterson question.
Who would have suspected a Drew Peterson question? I mean, I believe he signed on a two-way contract, so there's
a chance. There's a chance.
Gotta be a chance. Would I be shocked if it becomes like Nathan Knight last year, where he's on a two-way contract? Celtics still look for other guys to supplant him.
Do you think Nathan Knight got a ring? Well, no one has a ring yet. But you think Nathan Knight's getting a ring?
That's a good question.
Can you text Nathan Knight for us?
I'll see if I can find out whether Nathan Knight will get a ring.
Thank you.
Great.
We got two questions from AJ here. Is there a Longmeadow Lancer highlight reel of the kid in high school?
there probably is somewhere, but it was like pre
high school mixtape era.
Yeah, pre like internet getting big era. So I don't think there's one on the internet. I probably have one somewhere.
Did you send tapes to colleges?
Yeah, I definitely sent tapes to colleges. I think
Did you call yourself the kid with like in Comic Sans graphics and stuff like that?
I wasn't the kid at that age. I
would argue that's when you were the most the kid.
Yeah, some people would argue the wrong things. I agree. But no, I wasn't the kid. But I would say there's got to be some out there. I'll see if I can track some down. And it probably wouldn't be like a highlight tape though. It would probably be like a full game tape. And if you want to watch a full game of high school JK, I feel bad for you. But I'll try to get it anyway. That'd be funny to like put on the Patreon and allow people to watch Patreon.
That's good summer content on the Patreon. This one's also from AJ. If you're back home in Longmeadow / Western Mass for a visit, what's the first food spot you're hitting up?
I love the Western Mass questions. There are two. Probably first would be Joe's Pizza in Northampton, which is just a great spot and a place that my family has gone for a long, long time. There's some nostalgia there. And then number two would be White Hut. White Hut has just fantastic burgers, amazing burgers, and it's just a cool environment where if anyone has been there, you'll know what I'm talking about. But you say the order and they don't write it down. They just like do their thing behind the counter. There's no writing it down. It's just like they work beautifully together.
Wait, it's like a sit down spot and a waiter comes up to you, or it's just like a
no. You order at the counter and it's just chaos in there. And somehow they don't ever fuck up orders and they always get it right. It's incredible.
Oh, shout out to White Hot. This question's from Kurt. It's a long one, so I'll do it. Would it be beneficial for us to start talking about paying the tax as a positive thing? I get it. We all have fear of taxes, but if we are not paying it, then it's safe to assume our team will not be very competitive in comparison to other teams paying over the cap. Golden State needed it in order to win 3 titles. Also, the money goes back to helping other small market teams stay in business and help grow the NBA brand, which has become an amazing product worldwide. Also, the WNBA is growing, and this may not have been possible without the money that's filtering in. So maybe, and a big fucking maybe, he says, one day we can look at the tax as if it's a good thing, if it's something. What do you think about that framing of the luxury tax?
That's an optimistic view. Extremely optimistic view. Not only does it help the Celtics, it helps the
society,
the scrub ass teams. It helps the San Antonio Spurs. It helps.
How do you feel about paying your income taxes?
Teams. I would rather
like
not.
You don't want to help roads. You don't want to pay for like a fire.
I wish there was just someone to take care of that for me. You know,
Boston Celtics could take care of you and pay the tax.
Yeah. If I had a donor who was willing to pay all my taxes, so that it would not be a detriment to society, but I could keep all my money.
It's almost like you're advocating for taxing the wealthiest individuals who are basically all of our donors. Where's your civic pride, Jay? Pay your taxes and take pride in it. You're in a society.
No, someone should be able to pick me as a donor. Like, someone should be like, you know what? I want to pay that guy's taxes. That'd be cool if there was a program where people could do that.
You think people would pick you out of everyone? Like if you were like on a portal or something and be like, hi, I'm Jay King. Here's why I think you should pay my taxes.
I would hope that one of our listeners would be super wealthy and would just be like, you know what? Jay's taxes mean nothing to me. So I'd love to help him out.
I'm of the belief that I'll pay my own taxes, and I would hope that person willing to pay my taxes would just give that money away because, I believe in, good government and think more people could benefit from that. And I believe it's my civic duty. Whatever happened to civic republicanism that this country was founded on, Jay?
I prefer keeping money.
Yeah, you and everyone else.
Civic keeping money.
No,
this is not a politic talk. I just want my money.
Swing and a miss. This is a first one. Oh, this one's from Brandon, and it's kind of is ball indeed life?
Yeah, it is.
I think that's fair. I think ball is more life for you than it is for me. I don't think anyone's going to be surprised to say that, but I think I know a couple people in my life that ball is life, and it truly applies to you. And I would say Nick Friedman, and then no one else really compares on that level in terms of people I know.
Does he watch the basketball tournament as well?
Yeah, he was watching Japanese basketball the other day.
Was he watching Ryan Richmond?
Yeah, I think they're boys.
Really? Good for him. He's a step above me. I've never watched the Japanese leagues, but I will watch. I will watch Jared Sullinger in the basketball tournament. I will watch Eric Bledsoe and Darren Collison in the basketball tournament. That is stuff I absolutely will do.
Did you watch? I didn't get a chance. Did you watch USA Germany?
Yeah. USA doesn't look great. There's just something missing there. They don't know how to play together. Jason Tatum, his role just keeps being minimized. LeBron was awesome, though. LeBron was fantastic. LeBron kept them from losing. Germany's really good.
Yeah,
though.
They got both
They won the World
solid
Cup.
squad.
They won the World Cup. Yeah.
All right, Jay, this is our first one from LE. We got a bunch from them. Would you rather lose a competitive 7-game series on a buzzer beater or get swept and each game is a 30-plus point blowout? You're pretty evenly matched going into the series, and so it would just be embarrassing to get blown out like that. But it's a team you think you could beat.
So my answer is going to be kind of philosophical.
I thought your answer was going to be I would prefer not to lose, but I appreciate you actually answered the question.
Yeah, in the question there was no option not to lose. So obviously you prefer not to lose. Obviously, if I were on a team, we would not lose. But I think it depends on if the team needs to get broken up. And if they're like due for a shakeup, if they need an overhaul, then losing by 30 every game could be productive, because then it forces you to rip off the Band-Aid. It forces you to just say, you know what, let's try something new. Let's come back next year, try something different. But if you lose in a close series, you could be like, you know what, this team was close. And if you actually are close, then that works. Keep everybody together, give it another shot. Maybe you do something different the next year.
That's fair. I think I'd rather lose on the blowout. Rather lose on the buzzer beater, because then you can be like, man, we were so close. Let's build it back for next year. Let's be driven. I think it's like, I think you could make a good point. It depends on how the team building's going. Your answer was so good that I didn't even know how to answer. That's kind of annoying.
My answer was fantastic.
This one's from Grant, Gambling Grant. If you get to be NBA commissioner for the upcoming season, what changes do you make? And why is the obvious answer changing the NBA in-season tournament courts? I got to say, I like those wacky courts.
Those courts stink.
Those courts were different and weird. Just can't do the red ones. But like, I'm all for anything weird like that.
Not me. Give me a classic court. Give me a regular court. Give me a court that doesn't hurt my eyes on TV. What else? I actually think this entire CBA is stupid. I think the idea of trying to break up dynasties and trying to break up teams that are built the right way and have more talent than other teams is stupid. I think this league was built on dynasties. It was built on the Celtics initially, and then it was, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, and then it was Michael Jordan and the Bulls. It was the Lakers and Shaq and Kobe. Like, there's always been a dynasty that pushes the game forward, grabs more eyeballs, convinces more people to care. And as good as parity sounds to owners, I'm sure, all it does is save idiots from acting like idiots and give idiots more of a chance than they deserve. So to me, the rules should allow teams to keep great teams together. And the idea that you have to sacrifice future first-round picks and pay hundreds of millions of dollars in luxury tax just to keep a great group together is bad to me and backwards for the game.
That was a pretty serious answer. I think the fact that they just signed a
suck.
I think the fact that they just signed a giant television deal for billions and billions of dollars means that they feel like something's working there. I think it's also weird to have it be so complicated where it's like, second apron. It's like the casual fan should just be able to understand the CBA. And I understand owners want basically a hard cap, which they essentially have. My answer, I'll just get rid of replay. Replay stinks. Replay ruins the flow of the game. It's fine if a ref gets a call wrong. That happens. That's part of the game. Just keep playing basketball. I just hate all the pauses we have for replays. Challenges suck. It's just not naturally part of the game. The super slow down challenges where one defender clearly knocks the ball out of bounds, but it brushes off in super slow-mo off the guy's hand. Or even if you want to allow replay, you shouldn't be able to replay in slow motion. It should just be the ref making a decision. Refs being bad at their jobs as part of the game. Replay stinks.
I would love to get rid of replay challenges. As a Celtics fan, that would be you getting rid of an advantage that the Celtics had this past season, though.
Oh, it's for the
Joe Mazzulla through Matt Reynolds was an elite challenger this past season. He did it on high volume. He did it with a great success rate. He maximized his challenges to give his team an ever so slight advantage. So
I think I would just prefer
with this rule
not to
change,
have it.
you'd be giving up a Celtics advantage. Congratulations.
All right. I'm fine with that. This one's also from Grant. What lineups are you looking forward to most to seeing this preseason?
All the same lineups that kicked ass last year.
Well, Kristaps isn't going to be playing.
Yeah, but then it's like Luke Cornett or Xavier Tillman will play. Oh, wow. So new.
Pick a lineup. Pick a new lineup you're willing to see. You want to see.
Any lineup with Baylor Shireman in it. Give me the new guy. Give me somebody fresh. That's about it.
Okay, this one's also from Grant. He challenges you to a 3-point shooting competition anywhere in the greater Boston area. The court of your choice. Loser has to do 50 push-ups on camera, which is something you failed to do earlier in the year, and we lost that episode because the recording didn't work.
Grant thinks he's going to beat me in a 3-point shooting contest?
He does. It's not even a question. It's just a challenge.
Yes. We are absolutely doing that sometime this summer. We will set it up. I don't know where we will do it, but we will find a court, and he'll be doing 50 push-ups on camera, but it'll be fun.
Fantastic. I look forward to that. That'll be good content. All right, now we have a run of just absurd questions from Ellie that I think all are pretty great, and I want you to really think hard about them. We'll start with the sports ones.
I always think hard.
Would you rather all your teams
and the work that I put into answering these questions to tell me that I need to think hard? Like, I don't always think hard.
No, but these ones aren't basketball related.
With the proper respect.
No, because sometimes you just miss the non-basketball one. So that was actually, I think,
if it deserves to be dismissed, I'll dismiss it.
Would you rather all your teams win a championship in one calendar year, but then never again for the rest of your life, or just let things play out naturally?
Naturally, 100%.
It's no fun if you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, if you know forever that your teams are doomed,
what's the point of rooting for them anymore?
It would
after that year?
It would destroy rooting for them unless you don't know they're doomed, and then you can get your hopes up still, and then you can enjoy the ride. So,
it says in either scenario you don't know what's happening or the future outcomes. Okay,
yeah, so that changes things a little bit. However, I think the most fun I ever had rooting for a team was when the 2004 Red Sox broke through. And the reason why that was magical, the reason why I went streaking through the town when they finished off the Cardinals that season. Yes.
Like you got right. Butt-ass naked?
Oh, yeah.
Why? No one wants to see your 15-year-old.
It's won the World Series, bro. But the reason why I did that was because of all the losses that I went through year after year watching them. All of that made that win so much sweeter. So much sweeter. And so I think as amazing as it would be to see your team win so many in a calendar year, the droughts are actually what make the titles so great. And the titles are great anyway. They're fantastic if you do them every other year. They're fantastic if your team gets them, once every 3 years, once every 4 years. If they're regular champions, salute to you. You've had a great time as a fan. But the droughts make them special. And I've never had the same type of experience rooting for the Red Sox after that. It was never the same. And part of that was because it never could be after all the heartache that made 2004 just spectacular.
It's a fair point. All right. You answered that question well. Kill, fuck, marry. Mexican food, Italian food, Chinese food.
Ooh. You got to kill Chinese food.
You don't have to.
Fuck Mexican food, marry Italian food.
I mean, it's a personal preference, but you are wrong. It's marry Mexican food. I would agree. Kill Chinese food. Fuck Italian food.
Okay, so you would have Mexican food every day.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have a burrito every single day, quesadilla, enchiladas. It's fantastic.
Do you know the level of mud butt that you would set yourself up for?
I would be
The level
strengthening my colon. I would be dominating it. I would be building up a resistance to mud butt. How much pasta would you have? You'd be a fat fuck.
I'm already a fat fuck.
You'd be even fatter.
Yeah, that doesn't faze me.
Well, I guess we have different priorities. I want to stay lean and fit, and you just don't want mud butt. I think it's just two different lives.
I don't want to spend my entire day on the toilet.
I just don't. That doesn't happen to me anytime I have Mexican food. That's not like a regular occurrence.
I mean, you're a better man than I am, honestly. Stronger man than I am.
Would you rather have to drink exclusively out of a 2-liter bottle or a shot glass? It's got to be 2-liter bottle.
Definitely 2-liter bottle. You cannot go through life where everything is out of a shot glass. Do you know how annoying that would get for just
Yeah, imagine if you just were really thirsty and you just wanted a big thing of water. Like, it would be so annoying to do shot glass.
Yeah, you've played a basketball game and you're just like putting your little shot glass out there and taking a little sip. No. You need the 2-liter. I'd be fine with a 2-liter. Like, that wouldn't faze me. I could go around drinking everything out of a 2-liter and I'd be okay.
I mean, it wouldn't be ideal though. You'd be the 2-liter guy, and then you'd have like a reputation around the neighborhood. It's like, oh, there's their weirdo with his 2-liter.
Would you be ashamed of being the 2-liter guy? I think it'd be okay.
I don't think I'd be ashamed of it. I think.
Why would you be worried about what strangers think of you as a 2-liter guy?
I would be what I think of myself. It just seems like a burden to be constantly carrying around a 2-liter. What if I just want to go to a water fountain?
Carry around a 2-liter?
What if I'm thirsty?
Do you constantly carry around a water glass with you? Like, no, you don't.
No, but I'm open to other forms of beverages. Like, imagine going to a restaurant and then ordering something and then having to pour it into your 2-liter and then drink it out of that.
So the rules don't stipulate. I feel like this would be a societal thing. Like, you under no scenario would you just have to bring a 2-liter with you.
So would you rather drink exclusively out of a 2-liter or a shot glass?
I'm saying this would have to be a societal change where
it's just you, Jay.
Everybody is drinking out of a 2-liter.
It's just you. You can't change society to conform with your weird genie stipulations. That's not how the game works.
I just don't see a scenario where
I don't see a scenario where any of this is realistic. What the fuck?
I think a giant societal change could lead to 2-liter chaos one day.
All right. If you could pick one former and one current Celtic to run for president and vice president, who are you picking? You need one of each, but you can choose which one's which.
One current and one former Celtic. Do they have to be alive?
No.
They don't.
The question didn't stipulate that, but I'm saying no.
Because Bill Russell is my president. And who would be the vice president on his ticket?
We have to be a current Celtic. Jaylen Brown feels like the obvious choice.
Yes, he does. However, I feel like Derek White is just a beloved human. Who would dislike Derek White? Like, he would be the most beloved vice presidential candidate. He would automatically endear you to the entire world.
It's a decent ticket. I think it's not gonna.
Can I say Brad Stevens? Does it have to be a player?
It does have to be a player. But
how weird would Joe Mazzulla be as president of the United States of America?
We would be in so many wars, everything would be a battle for him. Although he might get stuff done. I don't know. He'd probably institute prayers in schools. I don't know.
I don't think he would actually send the country to war. I think he would just talk about war all the time.
I think that would have a negative effect if the president was constantly talking about fighting wars.
It didn't on the Celtics when he constantly talked about fighting wars, and then
it's almost like
won the NBA championship.
It's almost like those things are very different. You want to hear my ticket?
Are they?
Yeah,
leading men is leading men.
Well, you're not leading men; you're leading a nation made up of everyone, not just 12 basketball players.
It was more like 17 or 18. But.
Fair enough. My ticket. President Luke Cornett, Vice President Evan Turner. Tell me what's wrong with that.
I like that. How serious would Evan Turner be in his role?
That's exactly why he's on the thing. He's to distract. He's to clown other people. He's to go after my political enemies, Luke Cornett's political enemies. He's a complete distraction as vice president. The vice president doesn't have a role. They don't do anything. They all have to do is break a tie in the Senate.
Some would say that it's possible the vice president right now is running the country.
Some might say that.
I don't mean to make this political, and this isn't really political, but I'm just trying to dispute you because that's what I do.
Well, if that's the case, they should invoke the 25th Amendment and make her the president then, because that's not how the system is designed.
Maybe they will tonight when Joe speaks.
Do you think he's going to immediately resign and invoke the 25th Amendment?
I really don't know much about anything going on in the land of America. I just know about basketball.
That's fair.
So I can't predict what will happen with Joe.
All right, we'll move on. Pick a mediocre superpower from this list. You always get pretty good presence. You can read 3 times faster. It says shut up spell for 10 minutes. Doesn't work on Jay. I don't know what that means.
Shut up spell? What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just reading you the words. 1-inch levitation. Breathe underwater for 8 minutes. Banana duplication, but you can't use it for economic gain. And you can insta-kill one person, but their ghost, it says may haunt you. I say their ghost will haunt you.
Why are you changing someone's question?
Well, because I don't like the violence on it. I think there should be more consequences for instant.
If a ghost tries to haunt me and I've already killed the real person, I'm killing the ghost too.
This guy thinks you can kill a ghost. How are you going to pull that one off? Fucking idiot.
What was the second one again?
Read 3 times faster. That seems the most practical.
Yeah, I feel like as boring as it would be, like, what am I going to get from being able to breathe underwater for 8 minutes?
You
Not
can
much.
fucking do cool tricks at a party.
What cool tricks at a party involve breathing underwater for 8 minutes?
Hey guys, you want to see how long I can breathe underwater?
Hey guys, follow me to the bathtub, guys. Let's go.
No, it's a pool party, presumably.
Yeah, I guess. But then people
Doing it in the bathtub would be weird.
People would think you were dead. And
give me banana duplication. It's a lot of bananas.
Duplicating your own banana?
Yeah, I mean, I can't be duplicating other people's bananas. That seems unseemly. What reality show or game show would you be a contestant on if you had to pick one?
What reality show?
I got my answer. It's a lifelong dream of mine. I want to be on The Price is Right. That just seems like a good old-fashioned good time. Play some Plinko, wager $1, come on down. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
I never watched.
What do you mean you never watched it? What happened when you stayed home sick from school? What'd you do from 11 to 12?
Played basketball.
You were sick.
I went to the Springfield Jewish Community Center and played basketball.
You were
I didn't
sick,
get sick.
Jay.
I didn't get sick. If I stayed home, it was because I faked sick and wanted to go play basketball at the Springfield Jewish Community Center.
You faked sick, and then your parents would let you go play basketball? That's really giving up your cover of being sick.
My mom gave me 5 days to take off during the school year.
She gave you 5 personal days?
And she also did not force me to go on field trips. So I would skip field trips often. And
Why wouldn't you want to go on a field trip?
Because I'd rather go hoop.
You're a sick, deranged person. What field trips did you miss?
All of them, most of them. Field trips were stupid. Field trips were pointless.
You could have gone to the aquarium. You could have gone to Plymouth Plantation. Plymouth Plantation.
All stupid places.
Plymouth Rock is a bad rock. Overrated rock.
Why do I want to go with all the nerds from my class when I can go to the Springfield Jewish Community Center with all the cool kids who have skipped school with me?
Seems like just a gang of people in Springfield skipping school and meeting at the JCC.
That we boycotted field trips.
That's just weird.
Like
you do realize that like you're the weird one in this scenario. Like most people enjoyed field trips.
I understand that my path was not the conventional path. However, I think everyone else is the weird.
Fair enough. I think final question here, and Ellie just coming with this the heat. All of the ridiculous questions we've just had, all from Ellie. If you could be reborn as anyone from history, alive or dead, and live their life, who would you choose and why?
Ooh.
It's a good question.
Anyone from history. I mean, this is a very tough question to answer because there are so many people in the history of this world that you have to. You know what?
Best life.
I do.
Oh wow.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. If honestly, if I had to go live someone else's life, I would be surrendering my own, and I'm not willing to do that. I'm not even willing to play a charade that I would give up my own life.
That's the biggest cop-out answer ever, and I wish
you expect me to get rid of my wife and my son, and my brothers and my parents, my cousins, just so that I can.
What if you just go and experience
have more money, have a better job, have more power? No.
What if you just go experience their life and then pop right back into their life as it is now? You just take a little break.
Did any of those people have a 3-point contest with Grant to prepare for? No. You'd be frozen in time. Things wouldn't change. I just think I'm not willing to give up what I have. And if that makes me wrong, then so be it. It doesn't, by the way. It makes me right.
Would you go back and relive your life with your brain you have now?
And relive my life with the brain I have now?
It's just like, boom, Jay King is reborn, but you have the current brain that you have, and you get to relive your entire life.
If I did that, then I would presumably have this same brain my entire life, whereas I'm right now continuing to improve, continuing to grow, and my better years are ahead of me.
You would just be growing, but you'd have a fully formed adult brain as a baby. And then you grow from there, but you just get to relive your own life.
You said if I went through all my life with the same brain I have now.
Now you're just playing a semantic game.
I'm not playing a semantic game. I'm telling you that it would be short-sighted to go back and play the first part of my life again with this same brain if I had to have the same brain forever, because my brain is going to continue growing and going to continue developing and going to continue sending me on my way.
Okay. I don't have an answer for this question. It's a very tough question to I'm going to go with Neil Armstrong. Probably pretty cool to be the first guy on the moon.
Yeah, cooler to be me.
Would you rather go to space? It's not cooler to be you than it is to be Neil Armstrong. Shut the fuck up.
You've never spent a day in my life.
You've never been to the moon.
I'm totally fine with not being in the moon. You think I want to go? You think I want to go in an aircraft and risk everything just to go step on a fucking moon? You really think I want to do that? No, absolutely not.
Would you rather go to space or deep underwater?
Depends if I could hold my breath for 8 minutes.
No, you'd be in a submarine.
Submarine sounds scarier than I've seen what happens in submarines. We learned that the hard way.
That was a poorly made submarine. They were controlling it with a freaking controller, an Xbox controller.
I mean, how are you supposed to control a submarine? Miles.
I don't know. Whatever the Navy uses for those submarines, they don't use an Xbox controller.
Probably pretty similar. May not look like an Xbox controller, but they don't have somebody down there, I would guess, running the show.
They don't have what? I have no idea how submarines work, by the way.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, that's going to do it for us, folks. We appreciate everyone who wrote in with a question. Just do a quick refresh here, see if we've got any late-breaking questions. Does not appear so. So we appreciate everyone who asked questions, everyone who's listening. You're listening here on the free CLNS YouTube. Go to patreon.com/stillpoddable. We'll have more Celtics content for you every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. That's patreon.com/stillpoddable. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll be back tomorrow. Still Poddable.
Still Poddable, the Boston Celtics, still Poddable.